This is The Process Shot. I'm Michael, I'm trapped in a theater, and I'm here to review Point Blank, a crime drama directed by John Boorman and released in 1967. The film stars Lee Marvin as Walker, a man who gets ripped off by a friend, Mel, during a heist and left for dead. He recovers and goes on the hunt for Mel, who has not only risen up in society since the heist, but taken Walker's wife with him. Eventually, Walker's quest for revenge not only finds himself up against Mel, but the crime organization he works under. The story of the film is a bit weak in regard to having a true narrative other than Walker's desire for his money and his revenge. A simple breakdown of events is that he finds out where to go next, he meets someone there, and then he moves on to the next place. What keeps things interesting are the people that he meets, almost all of whom choose not to engage with Walker in combat, but rather they choose to talk with him through their own thoughts and feelings in a sort of psychological warfare kind of thing. It's effective in putting Walker in a position of weakness, as his physical strength no longer becomes enough to get what he wants. As a character, Walker is definitely meant to be imposing and a threat to anybody he might meet, but his major flaw seems to be that he meanders through this world as if it's just a role he has to fulfill, as though his being a man seeking revenge is all that he can do after what's happened to him. Lee Marvin's portrayal of Walker is an excellent balance between a man with his gun at the ready and a person who is trying to fit into a world that has all but forgotten him. Not only forgotten Walker, but forgotten the role of the hard-boiled, revenge-driven protagonist. The only criticism I'd have is that he's almost too imposing, to the point that it hampers a viewer's sympathy for the character because of how inward and sullen he becomes. In general, the film could be considered a neo-noir, taking the conventional tropes of the genre and applying them to a contemporary setting, but it's simultaneously a deconstruction of the noir protagonist, placing them in a modern society that has bigger problems to deal with than basic concepts of justice or revenge. The greater emphasis is not on the actions of characters, but where those actions have taken them, and in some cases the self-destruction left in their own wake. I'd have appreciated it if there was more emphasis on this idea, as it's something implied more than it is shown. Visually, the film takes a natural, realistic approach to its contemporary settings and the story's events. There are some inventive choices made here and there, but nothing too special. Lighting design was taken into consideration for certain, with attention given to Walker's positioning in shadows, being bathed in darkness. But the film's editing is where the filmmakers put forth a distinct stylization. Seemingly inspired by French New Wave films, the movie whips back and forth between locations and time from the very beginning of the film, which does create disorientation, but also sets up Walker's own perception of events as they go on in the film. That is, it's an editing style that's centered on Walker's experiences and memories, and how some moments early in the film come to parallel or contrast later events. The sound design of the film is similarly stylized, often going silent for stretches at a time and coming back gradually, emphasizing stillness and emptiness. Stillness is a common element across the film's scenes, really. It's almost antithetical to a film in the crime genre to do nothing at all. But the movie takes that idea and runs with it, creating a meditative film on revenge and what comes after. There's a stillness to Walker himself, seemingly going through the motions to get what he thinks he needs, but only finding more emptiness. It's not easy to say if he knows what he wants, or if it's only what he thinks he wants. It's really not easy to say anything about Walker, other than that he seems to know what he's doing. Then again, it's not easy to say if anybody in the film knows what they're doing with what they have or what they know. I know I don't know what I'm doing. Point Blank, John Boorman, 1967, 4 stars. I'd definitely give it a watch. Thanks for watching. If you like this review, feel free to hit the like button or leave a comment. If you want to see more of me, hit the subscribe button. If you want notifications, use the bell. I'm probably going to be stuck in this theater for a while.